I'm Alex Webster, the bass player of Cannibal Corpse.
We're here in Virginia, Mayhem Fest, 5 days left. How's the tour?
Everything's been killer on this tour, you know. It's really a perfect tour for a band like us, you know, being that there's a bunch of other heavy bands on there. One of the all-time greatest heavy bands, Slayer, is one of the main acts on the main stage. So that's, I mean, it's been fantastic. All the bands are getting along well, you know, like the crew is great. Been huge shows day after day. I mean, I don't think there's been a show smaller than like 7,000 people or something like that. I don't know the official numbers, but there's been a bunch that were over 10,000 people, like something like half a dozen or more that were over 10,000. So for us, that's a lot more. We're playing in front of a lot more people than we normally would, you know. So it's been a really great experience for us.
Does Mayhem have longevity, you think, in the long run to maybe outlast the sounds of the underground, the Ozfest that have kind of fizzled? Do you think this is going to be the tour here in the U.S.?
You know, I think it could. I mean, this is the biggest heavy tour that I've ever heard of happening. You know, it's the most successful. It's even heavier as far as a lineup of bands go. It's heavier than some of those other tours you talked about. They also have done well, you know. So, and this one's doing amazing. So I think, you know, they've got the right idea, you know, here. The guys who are putting this festival together, they definitely, they're doing the right stuff. I mean, and it's turning out amazing, you know. So I can see it going for a long time, definitely.
You guys playing the same set night to night?
Actually, we rotate it. We have 2 sets that we rotate, and we do that, one, in case, you know, somebody, let's say someone saw the Virginia Beach show a few days ago and felt like driving over here, they'll probably get to see some different songs. And then 2, we like to have a couple different ones in there because tomorrow, for example, we're playing an off-day show. It's, you know, a day when the festival isn't playing, but a few of the bands from the festival are going to play.
Yep.
The next festival show's Tampa, so we're going to play, that's a day after tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to play South Carolina. We're headlining that one, so we're going to play quite a bit longer than we do here. So by having mixed the setup a little bit, we're still kind of feeling good about playing those songs. It's kind of hate to take like 3 weeks off without playing the song and then go hit the stage and do it. You know, we'd rather keep the set rotated a little bit so that we're well prepared to play most of the songs that we're doing tomorrow.
How do you guys pick your set list?
It is difficult. You know, we kind of just have to go by the songs. There's a couple songs we got where, you know, if we didn't play them, a lot of people would be disappointed. So those are always going to be in there. And then we have a new album, so we want to be supporting that, so we'll throw a couple songs from the new album into the set. But really, like on a festival tour like this, where we're basically limited to 8 songs due to time constraints, we've got about 30-35 minutes that we're dealing with. We end up, you know, having to neglect a few of the albums. We have 11 albums and only 8 songs, so a few of the albums are not going to be represented here. Now, when we do the headlining set, we do make sure there's at least 1 song from every album we put out represented in the set, you know, so that way, whatever era of the band happens to be the favorite for the fan, they're at least getting a little bit of that.
You guys happy with the fans' reaction to the new album, press, everything?
Yeah, it's been killer, you know. I mean, just on this tour alone, we've had, you know, because it's the biggest crowds ever, we've had probably the biggest pits we've ever had at some of the shows, and the new songs are accepted just as well as the old ones. You know, it's been killer, and people talk about the new album a lot, like they like it a lot. I mean, it's possible that the people who don't like it are just polite enough not to tell us to our face, wow, the new album, we hate it or whatever, but really, it seems like everybody is into it. And I think, you know, what it is with us is that every album that we do, it's Cannibal Corpse style death metal, you know, and that's you know, fast stuff, you know, gory lyrics, some heavy parts, and it's not that much different from album to album. Now, hopefully that doesn't mean we're predictable. Hopefully it means we're consistent, you know, and I think that consistency is something that, you know, fans can appreciate. They can kind of count on us.
What was the writing process like for this album? Did you guys do anything different? Did you stick to the same roots that you guys did?
It was just a little bit different. I mean, there's you gradually evolve as technology changes as far as how you write things at your house. Like for me, it used to be a drum machine and a 4-track. Now I have just the computer version of that, which is, you know, like a DAW, you know, like GarageBand or Pro Tools I can use, and then, you know, you can have drums within that using some other program. So those kind of things just make the process flow a little more smoothly, you know. And then we also will actually record band practices with some, instead of having a little cassette recorder, we've got the drums mic'd up going into Pro Tools and that. So we're able to be a little bit more organized by utilizing some of these, you know, newfangled you know, technological advances that have happened over the past 20 years. When we started, it was an extremely low-tech, you know, rehearsing and recording operation, and it's gone to, you know, you just pick up the things that are coming along. But the general idea of the songwriting is basically the same. You know, a guy will work on something at home and bring it to the band when it's becoming a more complete idea.
13 tracks total. How many did you enter the studio with?
Actually, we used all of them. Was it 13? I thought.
Well, you had the bonus, 12 plus the bonus.
Oh, the bonus. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, because it's 12 songs, and the bonus track is actually a leftover song from The Wretched Spawn that we did not use. That was our album from 2004, recorded in 2003. We always record. It seems like we've been lately. It's for quite a few years there. We recorded in odd years and released the album in the even year. But yeah, that was from our 2004 record. We had an extra song lying around, and we, you know, needed something as a bonus track for Europe. They were, the European branch of the label was really clamoring, you know, for a bonus track, and that was all that we had, you know. So we gave them that, and it's a cool song. I'm glad it saw the light of day. It's a song that I wrote, actually, that we had shelved just because we thought the other songs on The Wretched Spawn were better. So I'm glad it got out there, because I put a lot of work into it. The whole band did. You know, we all worked hard recording that song, so it's nice to have it see the light of day. The other 12 songs, that's all we had. You know, we recorded everything we had as far as fresh material goes. We did not leave anything on the table like we had done in the past with that bonus track.
How long were you guys in the studio total?
I guess we started, it would have been like the first week of September, and we didn't finish until around Halloween. A lot of that time is spent getting tones and that sort of thing, you know, trying to find the best guitar sound, best bass sound, best drum sound, and then a few weeks of it is recording, and that's, you know, like a major nitpicking process that goes on there. I mean, we just go over everything with a fine-tooth comb. You know, it's something that we take super seriously. I mean, we want the album to sound perfect, so it, you know, there's a couple months spent on making everything sound just right, you know, but hopefully the end result is something that, you know, we're proud of and that our fans think is killer.
Favorite track on the album, what is it?
It's hard to say. It's so hard to pick a favorite one. I mean, right now the two songs that we're playing live are the title track and Priestess of Sodom, and I'm definitely enjoying playing Priestess of Sodom live. It's a fun song. So maybe that one for now, but there's other songs on there that are a lot of fun to play too. Shatter Their Bones, and, you know, there's a couple that we haven't been playing that I'd like to, like Cauldron of Hate or To Decompose. We haven't added those to the live set for even the headlining shows, so hopefully we'll be able to get all of these songs, or most of them, a little bit of airtime, you know, like on our stage, because there's some songs, you know, we write them, record them, and then they never end up hitting the stage. And on this album we've got a bunch of good stuff, so it would be fun somewhere down the road to maybe bring one to the stage that we thought we weren't going to. I'd like to do something like that if the other guys are into it.
Next after Mayhem, what's up for you guys?
We're going to Australia in September, and New Zealand, so that'll be killer. You know, I mean, it's awesome to go over there and play. They have a great metal scene, so that's going to be awesome. And then we're going to Europe in October. That should be great too. You know, we always have a great time playing over in Europe, and we're touring with Dying Fetus and some other killer bands, so that's going to be an excellent tour as well. After that, we're hoping to do some more stuff in North America, but that's still coming together. No, just thanks very much for the interview, and thank you to all of our fans. See you on tour.